back finally. This is Jim, and I have a story to tell you. My video name is Runaway Xiro, and it was a pretty bad experience all the way around. I haven't heard of anybody actually having this happen, but apparently it happened to me. I'm in Florida, and we just got done with Hurricane Irma, which was about, well, last weekend. Today's now Thursday the 14th. And on the Tuesday after I got back from the office, I decided to take the drone up and, see what I can see in terms of damage. And I've had this drone up many times, maybe a dozen or so. I'm still learning with it. I haven't been in the hobby that long. Excuse me. And, nothing special. I did put it into the maximum setting 3. And I did the circle thing, going around. I wanted to see if it would do it. Did it just fine. So I was bringing it back toward the house, and bear in mind I'm in the neighborhood. And it said something about connection lost or GPS recalibration. I don't exactly remember what. I've seen that before, and I've always brought the drone home and landed it and try to figure out what my issue was, whether the drone wasn't calibrated or this. I'm still learning, like I said. So all of a sudden it just starts heading south at a pretty darn good clip. So I start to panic a little bit, and I hop in my truck and I head out. And I am tearing down the little road. We have a very rural area coming into our subdivision. I see it going along the tree lines and things happening and so forth. So I look and look and look. There's a big cow pasture with cows and pond in it, less than a quarter mile away. I just assumed it was gone. I feel like it's part of the hobby. You're going to crash them and lose them, and I have resolved myself to that fact. In the back of my mind, I do remember that it was supposed to come home if it loses connection with the controller. So I was really hoping and praying on the way back that I would find it near the house, crashed or not, I don't know. As I was going back into the neighborhood, going through the rural part, a buddy of mine that lives next door stopped, and he said, "Are you looking for something?" And I said, "Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am." And he held it up, intact. He said, "This was sitting at the end of your driveway in the road." And I'm like, "You're kidding me. That's unbelievable." So at any rate, it felt like Christmas. So it landed. One of the neighborhood kids apparently were quite interested in it, and they've seen me flying it. And he was over there nosing around. I think he was about to snatch it. So I don't know that if this is 100% Wi-Fi. I got to do more research. I'm sorry for my ignorance, but I need to do some more checking. I'm a ham radio guy. I know electronics, I know about antennas, I know about gain, I know about a lot of things that it comes to radios. I am going to do the mod for the antennas. The antennas were supposed to be here today, but with the interruption with the storm, there's no telling where they're at. But I am going to do that because in ham radio, height and gain are the two most important things. So with that said, the drone, excuse me for a minute, landed intact. No problem. Oh, of course, you guys are going to give me a hard time about the training wheels on it, better known as prop guards. The reason they're on there is I'm going to do a little review now at this point. The landing gear is crap. I know that most of you guys say it's fine. When it's stretched out in the lean mode with no camera on it and gimbal, it's great landing gears. This has tipped over on me on more than one occasion in landing. So I put the guards on. Call it what it is. It flies pretty decently with them, surprisingly. This has got a lot of juice. And I got 2 different colors. It really helps with the orientation with these being in the front. I will continue to fly with the guards indefinitely. Other copters that I've got, I have got guards on the trainer that I bought originally. And again, bear in mind, I've only been doing this a very short time, literally a couple of months. I don't want to put a lot of money into it yet for this very reason. This drone, as you well know, back in the day was very expensive. You know, $1,200 with the camera and gimbal, $800 without. Came down in price, and then when I finally got it, it was about $329. Still, that's a lot of money in my world. I love this drone. The picture on it's unbelievable, and it's one of my favorites. My trainer's up here beside me, up here, and that's a Holy Stone F181C, and I've torn that to heck and back, and I have done a lot of training with that. But with that said, my original thoughts today were I was going to do this right here, which is more along the lines of my storage and organization. So what I'm going to do is, being I still have no internet and no cable, thank God I have power at this point, I'm going to go ahead and shoot this video next and unbox it, kind of do a mini review on it, and then I'm going to put that on there as well, separate from this video. So look forward to that. Any advice you guys can give me with this Xiro? I've watched the Xiro Nut guy. I think he's very good in terms of boom, 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 it's this, and you know, he's very opinionated. I could do without the swearing that he does, but at the end of the day, I did learn some things from him. The RC sailors, when they got this one, were very, very excited about it, and rightfully so. But I'm going to stay at this price level for a while, because the way I look at this hobby right now, things are moving so darn fast. The longer you wait, technology gets closer, and the price goes down very quickly. I'm looking to get into first-person flying, and I've been looking at the box things, and I do wear not prescription, but reading glasses. And you know, I'm not going to spend $400, $500, $600 for a set of fancy goggles. I am looking at the one set that's at about $120, $130 level. The only thing that's keeping me from pulling the trigger on that, and I understand those work quite well with people that are farsighted, and it doesn't have a built-in DVR, and that's the only thing holding me from going ahead and pulling the trigger on that. At any rate, like I said, any advice, subscribe. I would love to, you know, get more people to watch, and I hope this was informative. This sucker will fly away. If it was human error or what, I don't know, but at the end of the day, I was just tickled pink to have it back. Thanks for watching. Look for the next video.